Hi, my good people. It's always exciting to bring you the latest and the trending, most reliable and authentic happenings. And it's always a good time to be here. And right here we have two very interesting reports put together in one. And the first one says that the court issues warrant for immediate arrest of newly retired National Assembly clerk over corruption. In fact, this corruption cases is becoming too much in Nigeria. And as if that is not enough, the former director of finance of the Niger Delta Ministry, Dr. Anyila Abibu, has been sentenced to prison. Well, the number of years he's been in prison will bring to you, and the corruption charges that were leveled against him would also bring to you. But all of this will be put together in one. Just sit back, relax, and listen carefully. All right, guys, before that, so if you haven't subscribed, please do, and also ensure that you give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on that bell, the notification bell, so you get notified anytime we drop a new video. All right, let us quickly dive into these details of this report. Yes, and it says a warrant for an immediate arrest has been issued against Mohammed Sani Omolori, the newly retired clerk of the National Assembly, by Justice Suleiman Belgore of the Abuja High Court sitting in Maitama. Belgore issued the order following an ex parte application filed by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) seeking an order of the court for Omolori's arrest. According to NAN, in an application marked M/8728/2020 filed before the court, the EFCC claimed that Omolori had ignored its invitation to report the Commission's office to answer questions regarding a petition on his alleged mismanagement of funds. The EFCC said it was investigating an allegation on the diversion of 14 Toyota Hilux vehicles and 13 Peugeot 508 vehicles valued at over 400 million naira. The commission further explained that in the course of the investigation, Adamu Mohammed Fika, Secretary of the National Assembly Commission, Oluseye Ajakaye, and others were invited to its office. EFCC alleged that the invitees made the revelation indicting Omolori, after which letters were sent to him on November 4, 2019, which Omolori failed to honor. EFCC added that it sent another letter to him on March 16, 2020, which he still failed to honor, after which the commission said it was left with no option than to approach the court for a warrant of arrest to be issued against the respondent. After listening to S.N. Robert, counsel for the EFCC, the judge granted the commission's application. I have considered the application. I have adverted to paragraph 7 of the supporting affidavit and exhibit EFCC 4, wherein the respondent was said to have ignored invitations to report in the applicant's office without any justifiable reason, the judge said. It is clear to me that Section 3 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act ACJA 2015 can be invoked in the circumstances of this case in granting this application, and so I do. Warrant of immediate arrest is hereby issued against Mohammed Omolori, the former clerk of the National Assembly, forthwith. And meanwhile, reports had the National Assembly Service Commission has appointed Ojo Amos Olatunde as acting clerk. The appointment comes a day after the commission queried Mohammed Sani Omolori for refusing to retire as clerk of the National Assembly after 35 years in service. The commission had approved the retirement of Sani Omolori, but he rejected it, saying the 8th Assembly had approved its tenure extension. The previous Assembly saw the conditions of service of the National Assembly staff being amended. The federal legislature increased the requirement of retirement for the staff to 65 years or 40 years of pensionable service. Ahmad Amshi, chairman of the commission, said in a statement that Olatunde was appointed as acting clerk after an emergency meeting. Bala Yabani Mohammed was appointed acting deputy clerk of the National Assembly, and Dawuda Ibrahim El Ladan was made acting clerk of the Senate. Patrick Giwa was retained as clerk of the House of Representatives until his retirement in November. Also, Yusuf Asad Dambata was appointed as acting secretary to the commission. All appointments are with immediate effect, she said. Yes, and moving away from that, a federal high court at the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, has sentenced the former Director of Finance of the Niger Delta Ministry, Mr. Ayinla Abibu, 60 to 1 year imprisonment, as well as the forfeiture of 2 plots of land in Kubwa and Bwari of Abuja. Abibu was charged by the Independent Corrupt Practice and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC) for embezzling the sum of 60 million naira from the federal government through the use of a front company, Zeocat Nigeria Limited, in March 2014. Abibu was charged by the commission before Honorable Justice Olukayode Adeniyi for defrauding the federal government in collusion with a former principal accountant in the ministry, Kabiru Poloma, by fraudulently withdrawing money from the constituency project account of the ministry domiciled in the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN). The 60-year-old convict was said to have used the proceeds of the fraud to acquire a house in Ogbomosho, Oyo State, and plots of land in Kubwa and Bwari of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Before his sentencing, the defense lawyer Abiola Akinwale pleaded with the court to be lenient with the convict by granting him a lighter sentence, as the convict falls among the age vulnerable to COVID-19. The defense lawyer further told the court that a longer sentence would quicken the death of the convict's aged parents, who were 99 and 92 years old, respectively. The ICPC counsel, Mr. George Lawawa, conceding the powers of the sentence to the court, stated that the grievous nature of the crime committed by the convict demanded that he should be punished accordingly. Lawawa urged that a lesser sentence might fail to serve as a deterrent to would-be offenders. He said, "In these circumstances, it is only fair that restitution be made in equal value of what was taken. This will send a clear message that crime does not pay." This development comes as the National Assembly just concluded an investigation that exposed the financial recklessness in the Niger Delta Development Commission (Nddc), a commission under the Niger Delta Affairs Ministry. So guys, you can see there's a lot that is going on in Nigeria today, and this director of the Nddc has been sentenced to just 1 year imprisonment. After impoverishing so many people, he has just 1 year to spend in prison. It is so unfair, but all the same, it's all good and fine. We hope that justice has been served, and of course, his lawyer also pleaded that because of his aged parents that are about 99 and 92 years old respectively, that his punishment should be lesser, and he also is 60 years of age, so he's more prone for the COVID-19 infection. So guys, of course, we do not forget about the retired National Assembly clerk over the corruption charges that were leveled against him, because of course it is now a norm that everyone is so corrupt in Nigeria, even as far as the clerk is also corrupt. And you can see that the EFCC has actually requested that he comes to their office since 2019, but he refused until a court order was sent to him. That was when he responded. They take a lot of things for granted in Nigeria because some things look like they are not serious somehow. But really, we hope that these people know that they are trying to, everything they are working for is for the betterment of the nation, because they seem to have forgotten that they are there to work and not to steal. It is a norm that anybody that gets into government goes there to steal. By the time you steal all the treasuries in Nigeria, what will be left for your generation to come or your children? Because some of them believe they can steal the money that will be enough for their generations yet unborn. But really, things do not always fall in that manner. But all the same, my people, you've heard it. We always give you the best. Whatever you have to say about this, don't forget to drop your comment, because we'll be willing and waiting to hear from you. It's always exciting when you drop your comment, because Nigeria is our own, and we all have to put our hands together and, talk about it for a better Nigeria. So thank you guys so much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate your time here so far. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.